Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Birds of Prey in the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn does everything for DC that Deadpool did for the X-Men. A maximum effort dosage of vitamin R-rated violence and free-spirited self-awareness. So let's go scene by scene through this movie to break down the movie's Easter eggs, including a post-credit moment, because that's really what it was. It wasn't a scene, it was a moment. Spoilers ahead. Okay, the film opens with an animated sequence showing the life of Harley Quinn meeting the Joker in Arkham Asylum. Now, we don't get a cameo by Jared Leto's Joker, but there is an animated form that looks a lot like the cartoon Joker from the 1968 Adventures of Batman series. The animation also shows Harley stealing a big diamond for Joker, and Joker taking the credit, foreshadowing the stolen diamond so central to this movie's plot. We then switch to live action with Harley Quinn, played once more by Margot Robbie, returning from Suicide Squad, telling us about her recent breakup with Puddin'. She gets locked out of house. Set photos actually revealed that we were gonna see Mr. J throw her stuff out of an upstairs window, but that part was cut. It's super fun to see Harley work through her depression here, and actually this week's episode of The Big Question gives us a fascinating psychological profile of the character. Be sure to check it out. I love that episode. Harley gets her hyena, a nod to Harley's hyenas Bud and Lou from Batman the Animated Series, who are named after Abbott and Costello. Here she names the hyena Bruce after that hunka Wayne guy. Harley also does roller derby, taken from her 2013 comic storyline, which Harley moves to Coney Island and starts skating. Harley drinks her life away at the club of Roman Sionis, Black Mask, played by
hello there,
Ewan McGreggor. In the comics, Black Mask is a wealthy heir who runs the False Face Society gang, and he wears a skull mask carved from the ebony of his father's casket. Here, his right-hand man is Chris Messina as Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz is a DC serial killer who carves scars into his skin for every victim that he kills. Sionis and Zsasz in this movie cut off people's faces, including that of Mr. Keogh, whose Golden Lions crime family would not let Sionis take over. The first act also introduces us to the other key players, Black Canary, Dinah Lance, played by Journey Smollett Bell. It's stated that Canary got her voice from her mother, a nod to the fact that Black Canary has been around for so long in the DC comics, originated in 1947, that DC passed down the title from mother to daughter. You may notice how Canary's high note rattles the martini glass, setting up her big canary cry in the final act. Detective Renee Montoya, Rosie Perez, oversees a crime family of murdered gangsters and then heads over to the Ace chemical plant that's on fire when Harley blew it up. This Ace chemical plant was the location she and Joker had their first real date that acidified Harley's skin and hair. And notice how on the gate is the word Janus. Janus Cosmetics is a company owned by Sionis' family. It actually showed up as an Easter egg back in Justice League. Remember that movie? The one that no one ever complained about seeing a director's cut of? Anyway, Montoya's crime scene was caused actually by Helena Bertinelli, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, as the mysterious crossbow killer, though she prefers the title Huntress. We learn how her parents were murdered by a character named Don Galante. The Galantes were actually one of the 5 Gotham mob families in the comics. This opening act is all restructured out of chronological order, with Harley repeatedly having to back up to catch us up on events. It's an interesting reflection of the character's impatience and motor mouth as she always gets ahead of herself. Ella J. Bosco plays the young Cassandra Cain, a pickpocket who makes the mistake of swiping the Bertinelli diamond from Zsasz. Engraved deep in that 30-carat diamond is the codes to the Bertinelli family's accounts and fortune. And of course, Cass gobbles it to keep it from getting confiscated by the cops. Complication. But you know, seeing Harley Quinn bounce through life with so much energy and enthusiasm makes me super jealous because, you know, after all the hours I spend rewatching movies, breaking down trailers, it kind of wipes out my energy. So the way that I stay super alert as I sit down to work for y'all is with Bang Energy! And thanks to Bang for sponsoring this video. Every can of Bang is 16 ounces. That's right, there's no wimpy 12-ounce cans here. It contains 300 milligrams of caffeine, but it's sugar-free and has 0 calories, yet it tastes great. There's over 20 different flavors to choose from, and one of these great flavors is Candy Apple Crisp. You get that candy apple, but it's also crisp. That's right, no crappy red delicious. We're talking Granny Smith flavors in here. But like already one sip in and I'm feeling the energy. So you know, the mornings that I was up late the night before writing a full movie breakdown, and I was like dragging a trail of slobber across the floor as someone was dragging me to my office chair. A can of Bang Energy like this helps pick me up so that I can just like blast through more work and see all the colors that Harley Quinn sees. Yeah, now I feel like I'm in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Check out Bang on Instagram. You can get 25% off your order at bang-energy.com when you use the code NEWROCKSTARS25. And there, you can get a variety 12-pack with a dozen of their flavors like pina colada, cotton candy, birthday cake bash, and yeah, candy apple crisp. So all my work today is gonna feel candy apple-like and crisp. Thanks again to Bang Energy for sponsoring this video, and get 25% off at bang-energy.com using the code NewRockstars25. And hey, follow the inventor of Bang on Instagram at bangenergy.ceo. Okay, back to the breakdown. So once it becomes known that Harley and the Joker are broken up, that removes Harley's immunity and leads to her capture. And when Sionis hits her, Harley conceives her plan to try to get the diamond back with a musical homage to Marilyn Monroe's Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend from the movie Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. It's also kind of a fun parallel to Ewan McGregor's character MOULIN Rouge, watching Nicole Kidman do this number. Harley breaks Cass from jail and she uses a grenade launcher equipped with colored smoke grenades and glitter bombs. Bang Bang is written on the barrel beside a sticker with the Suicide Squad logo. Fun Easter egg here, she passes a wanted sign and says, "Hey, I know that guy." And the picture is Captain Boomerang, Jai Courtney. The fact that he's wanted now suggests that he also broke out of the maximum security prison in Suicide Squad, setting up his return in James Gunn's upcoming sequel. Harley fights the other mercenaries that Sionis has sent after Cass, and these guys shoot up a pallet of cocaine, and no way the cops didn't dip into that. And I just love how Harley inhales it like Popeye with spinach. You can even see her pupils dilating. Harley's brain on drugs is actually her breakfast sandwich. Also in this evidence locker, you can see Katana's sword on one of the shelves. When he learns that Harley has betrayed him, an enraged Sionis puts on his iconic mask. Now the paintings in the background are a cool reflection of the kind of kinky energy McGregor plays Sionis with. The bondage elements of one figure become the mask of another figure, as if to say, my identity comes from my passion to suffocate the life out of others. Hot. Harley's crash pad gets bombed, seemingly killing her hyena Bruce. And there are definitely parallels to John Wick here, you know, with the dead pup revenge tale, along with the Kill Bill movies. Like there's a moment Harley finds herself paralyzed like the bride was, and there's this big mission to take down this controlling man, and both characters at one point break the fourth wall from behind the wheel. Harley at one point mentions Robinson Park, a Gotham City landmark that's named for classic Batman artist Jerry Robinson, and later there's a TV screen in Renee's apartment that shows that she's watching a black and white Harley Quinn film. Harley and Cass head to her hideout at Amusement Mile, a location in Gotham from the DC comics that her and the Joker have been seen around. And all the ladies in the film finally group together in her booby trap funhouse. On one of the windows in this funhouse in the background, you can see ha 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 tagged all over it, suggesting that this place was a safe house for her and the Joker. Huntress shows up and kills Zaz, and as they gear up for war, Renee finds a shirt that Harley snatches back for its sentimental value. It's her daddy's little monster shirt that she wore in Suicide Squad. And then after the fight, Cass gets taken, Canary performs her Canary Cry to clear a path for Harley to skate after them. She wrecks the cars and pursues Sionis and Cass to Founders Pier, which seems like a mashup of Gotham Pier from the comics and Founders Island from the Arkham games. Through the fog, Harley fires her one bullet at Sionis, but it's actually a statue, which is kind of set up of the statue of himself that Sionis had in his suite earlier. But Cass takes care of him by revealing that she stole Harley's ring, actually a grenade pin, which hilariously blows Sionis to bits. After the ladies get tacos and margs, it's kind of their Avengers shawarma moment, and Harley, Cass, and Bruce ride off in the stolen car, and behind them there's a sign for personal injury lawyers Fuller and Form, perhaps a nod to Sandra Fuller, the female Clayface who can shapeshift into new forms. We also see the three Birds of Prey united, kicking ass, with Black Canary and some new wardrobe, including fishnet stockings, which is a nod to her iconic look from the comics. And that brings us to the film's post-credit moment. It was simply Harley Quinn's voice speaking over the end credits. She says, "Are you dummies still sitting there? Fine. Since you stuck it out so long, I'll tell you a super duper secret, but you can't tell anyone. Okay, did you know Batman and it cuts off." But the assumption is that Harley was going to reference the Harley Quinn animated series on DC Universe, where she refers to Batman as a guy who bats.
Why are you protecting a psychotic clown who treats you like garbage?
Ask the guy who bats.
I don't know how that would be possible. They're pretty small. Anyway, I don't want to picture it. Comment down below with your favorite moment from Birds of Prey. Follow me at Erik Voss. Follow New Rockstars on social media. Subscribe to New Rockstars here on YouTube for breakdowns of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.